All right, so you should be able to see that up on the screen. It's just my iPad. And this topic today is really, it's pretty simple. You've all been through it before. It's SWOT, but I also want to cover off PESTEL, which I'll take you through in a minute as well. So this, what's up on the iPad here is basically the strategy questionnaire that I use with new clients. And part of that is this SWOT analysis, okay? And, you know, SWOT's a pretty fundamental tool when looking and analysing businesses. It's very simple, which is why I like to use it, and everyone understands it. And SWOT is broken up into obviously strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. But strengths and weaknesses are generally more internally focused, and opportunities and threats are externally focused. Okay. So as you can see here on this worksheet, strengths are, you know, things the business does well, or the people in the business. Weaknesses are areas that need improving, normally internally. External focus is opportunities, generally opportunities for growth, and threats are, you know, from the market, from the competitors. So I'll go through PESTEL in a minute, because PESTEL really helps us with this area here around external focus. All right. So when we do a SWOT analysis, we obviously brainstorm and we fill in, you know, the points in each of these boxes. Then the whole idea as we move forwards in our business is to, you know, try to reduce these weaknesses by introducing better strategies, better systems, better habits, you know, whatever it might be. The other area to focus on is, you know, how do we use these strengths and take advantages of these opportunities? Okay. Now, we can't reduce our threats generally, but we can do things to help just prepare for any threats that might happen out there. But definitely with opportunities, you know, how can we use our strengths? How can we do things to take advantage of those opportunities? Now, when we try to work out, well, what are the opportunities and threats that are out there in the marketplace or externally to us? That's where we use PESTEL analysis. So PESTEL, okay, and this is really looking at trends out there in the market. So PESTEL effectively, so I'll just tell you what it stands for, and then we can have a quick discussion. So there are 6 areas that you should consider when thinking about what's happening out there in the market and what the trends may be. So it could be political, economic, social, technological, environmental, and legal. Okay, so what's happening politically? Does it impact your business, your industry? You know, some industries are obviously influenced by legislative changes and so on, you know, such as financial planning. Economic is obviously a key issue at the moment, especially with coronavirus and everything else. Social, you know, what's happening socially out there? You know, what are the trends socially that you can take advantage of, or that you need to be aware of at least, whether they're threats or opportunities. Technological is pretty straightforward. We've seen lots of business models and industries really impacted and you know, shift because of technology. Environmental as well. I actually just saw an ad on TV for Beyond Telecommunications, and their number one focus and message is that we are carbon neutral. Okay, so I thought, wow, that's fantastic. That people will be willing to pay extra to have a carbon neutral, or some people will be, to have a carbon neutral provider, telecommunications provider. And lastly, legal. You know, what's happening legally in the environment, you know, the way you deal with your customers. A good example of that is we had Vanessa from EC Credit Control on at the last quarterly growth day, talking about terms and conditions, PPSA. You know, there's always legal things that can impact how you do business. All right, so that's my education piece for this morning. It's really SWOT, which everyone's aware of, but then looking at these opportunities and threats in light of this PESTEL analysis. All right, so what I might do is just